going on, y'all? What's going on? I'll send this link out. I'm going to go ahead and get started. Test, test, test. There we go. That should be a little bit better. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? How you feeling, J-Rod? I see you in here. What's going on, y'all? Just dropped a new video yesterday for y'all. I got another one dropping today. Like I told y'all, beginning this week, I got a bunch of videos dropping back to back to back. So the video I dropped yesterday is an addition to the How to Trade News playlist. And like I was telling the members and students last night, we had a perfect example of the news following these rules I talked about in that video. Now, I didn't take this trade. This was a setup we was looking at yesterday during the London session live, as well as the New York price watch list. But when we look at price here, again, we're on the the 15-minute time frame. We can see that price after the news event. Well, this wasn't even during the news. We got the news at 9:45. The news didn't really affect this chart, right? But this was New York session right here where New York began. This was London session where price was retracing. Did a little drop here. They retraced back up, and then during the entire New York session, price was just stuck above this level here, right? It didn't break below this level until right before the news. And we had news last night for the AUD pairs at 9:30. We go to the 9:30 candlestick. What did price do? Take straight, exactly as projected. Now, is that a coincidence? No. Like I always tell y'all, news follows the flow of price. So if you understand what price is doing, what the next possible move is going to be, you can catch news like this when the news pops off. Now, if this would have broke below and held, and even if it consolidated underneath here before the news, I would have took the sell. But since it never met my rules, I never took the position. You know what I'm saying? But this is just another example that I talked about in that video I dropped yesterday of how the news works. So if you haven't watched that video, I highly suggest to watch that as well as the other videos in that playlist. Like always, y'all, you guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. We look at the charts, drop them in the chat. We got a couple setups we're looking at. We also have Australia, New Zealand holiday today, so I'm just going to keep an eye on those. I'm mainly going to be watching GU and the JPY pairs. Keeping an eye on the indices as well as gold as well, because we could see a possible reversal pop up with gold Gold didn't really do too much yesterday, as we can see here. We had a huge rejection on Monday. As far as today, we don't have any news. As far as high impact news, we do got some Canadian news. And then, like I said, we got New Zealand, Australia holiday today. What's going on, JD? I see you in here. Those are just doing a screw. We haven't entered anything yet. It's just a trade idea. Game plan is still the same, just like yesterday was looking for sells, but yesterday was a retracement day, like we went over. Yesterday, we kind of saw that happening after what was taking place during London session. But as we can see as well, now I'm not sure if I talked about this in the London session live. I know I talked about this in the New York price watch list, one of the two, if not both. Price is still holding as low as resistance. So I have a video dropping later on this week going over reversals, but I do have a video going over how to identify the trends. So if you do not understand how price works or how to identify the trend, I highly recommend checking this video out right here. So I'm going to drop that in the chat right now. All right, there we go. So what we're looking for right here is to see, one, that price is still holding this level as resistance, but we're not going to take a sell right here. I'd much rather wait to see if it can break back below this level right here at 24.25. We can hold 24.25 as resistance. We can look for a nice sell back to the downside, going to 23.90 and then possibly 23.50. So that's what we're going to be looking at and watching right here. Again, we see here last night at 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock, price continued to respect this level as a resistance, having a similar reaction like it did on Friday. So now we're about to watch and see how it reacts to this level right here, see if we can treat it from support back to resistance. And let me fix my mic and computer because the playback keeps on chipping in and out. We're going to be looking for possible JPY buys as well, because during the news, we can see, again, another example of how news works. We can see here on the 9:45 candlestick, we had news yesterday at 9:45. We can see a price consolidated here at this level right before news popped up. And as soon as news popped up, what happened? It went zone to zone. Not a coincidence, just like with GA, zone to zone. So we also know that GJ, just like the other JPY pair EJ, has been struggling to continue to upgrade. So now we're about to watch to see if it's going to respect and continue to hold this level as support. So GJ can continue to hold 192.50 as support. We need to hit this resistance level broken, which we see it failed to do so here at 193. If we can hold 193 as support, this could possibly continue, but it needs to break past 193.40, 193.50 for that to be definite. So that's what we're going to be watching right now. We're going to be looking for JPY buys. We're going to be looking for possible GU, EU sells. We're going to be watching the indices as well. That's what we're going to be watching for right now. You see EJ right here. Broke this level, chilled here for a little bit, but again, small candlestick, slow volume, price is rejected, so we're just gonna let it be and let it do its thing. And see if it's either gonna retrace back down to this level, 165.25, or break back above this level at 165.70. Fix this real. Make sure to like the live while y'all hopping in here too, y'all. We got a new 15 about to pop up in about 2.5 minutes. You guys got any questions, drop in the chat. We can need charts, drop in the chat. Crypto's been going crazy too, y'all. I got an updated Bitcoin video dropping later on today, beginning a New York session. I have to re-edit it because I recorded it. Cause I did a lot of bulk recording. That's why there's a bunch of back-to-back videos dropping. I did a lot of bulk recording on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, and I recorded the Bitcoin video on Sunday. But from Sunday, I mean, Bitcoin's been going crazy, so I'm going to have to add, a slight update. Now, what I talked about is still, I'm typing the wrong thing in. Now, what I talked about in that video still stands, but it already hit like a couple of the first two levels we was talking about looking for it to reach. So I'm just going to have to update that a little bit. Well, you haven't checked out the crypto playlist, make sure to check that out. Like I said, I got the crypto channel dropping. I just been trying to figure out how I'm going to, I didn't take this trade, by the way. This was just a trade I did from New York session. I didn't take this trade. So GJ just followed the zone. So now I'm going to see if it can hold his all that support. BJ's probably doing the same thing. Yep, so we're looking at this there. We're going to see how he reacts to this lower end. The numbers, how we just hit the ball. So hold that thought, y'all. Let the numbers know what's going on. Again, you see how y'all literally saw in real time how price reacts to these levels. This is exactly why y'all always see me patiently wait for these confirmations, and why we always enter and exit off these levels. Because as y'all know, I can't talk and type. I mean, I can, but it's just not to be productive. Just look at this. Right there. All right, new 15 just popped up. Yeah, but what I was saying about the crypto channel, I'm just debating how I'm going to have it organized and set up, because I don't just want to talk about Bitcoin, because I'm investing in things other than Bitcoin, and things are moving other than Bitcoin, and there's a lot of coins and currencies that are smaller than Bitcoin that anybody can buy an entire share of instead of like a quarter or 10% of a share, like Bitcoin or something like that. Because the way Bitcoin is now, It ain't $100 to buy a whole Bitcoin. Bitcoin is, it's no longer $1. You feel me? But there's a lot of other coins and cryptocurrencies that are, $20 or less. You can buy multiple. And there's a lot of things people don't talk about either. Like, there's a lot of ways you can make money. Like, I got a lot of stuff in the works for y'all, right? But since this is a live stream, I'll talk about it a little bit because this is just one of those benefits of being in a live stream. People, not everybody watches the live. So you're in this live, you're gonna get some extra game, right? So I can always speak about America because I don't know how other countries, do it. But you know how in America, most banks, if you have a savings account or something like that, they give you like not even a 4% or like 1%. You'll get a year, the APY or whatever, or APR. But with a lot of cryptocurrencies and even stable coins, there's a stable coin too, the USDC. If you stake it, you can gain what coin you stake, like 2 to 9, almost 10% a year, and you don't have to wait the year to get that. Like they deposit into it like on a weekly basis. So it's craziness. So there's a whole bunch of different ways to grow your money, man. So we're gonna be talking about a lot of that stuff. The new 15 just popped up, so let's go back on GJ and see how that's reacting. You guys got any questions? Drop them in the chat. We're looking at the charts, drop them in the chat. Those are just joining the stream. We haven't entered anything. Looking at possible JPY buys, looking at possible GU sell. And then we're watching the indices as well because NAS100. Let's put NAS100 back up. Because NAS100 on Thursday and Friday last week, we caught these huge sells to the downside. We caught this huge 1 to 10 reward. By the way, the trade breakdown for this trade is out on YouTube. I'm gonna drop that in the chat. It was actually already, right? This one you go to 3:06 a.m. So make sure to check that out. It was my second most recent video as well. So this trade breakdown for this trade's out. But we caught this on Thursday and Friday. So looking for a continued sell, but like let's talk about, we need the support level to be broken and held as resistance for the sales to continue. But we see here price failed 3 times in a row to break and hold this level. Then you can see here Monday during New York session, it was respecting this level as resistance, so you could have caught a nice sell here. But as you can see, after yesterday, price just slowly retraced back up, and now we just have price consolidating right here. So we're in the middle of a potential reversal territory, right? So we just had the rejection. So what happens today? If price breaks back below 17,520, 17,500, and treats as a resistance, you could see sales go back down to 17,300. But what I'd like to see is price to hold this level back as resistance for me to be like, okay, we could see sales and the downtrend possibly come back to play. But ultimately, it's still going to have to break past 1750. Now, if it continues to hold this level of support, I'm not going to really go for a buy here. Y'all can. But it'll be a much safer position to go for a buy if price breaks past 17,740, 17,750, holds that low as support. Right? If it does that, then it's going to have to break this level of traffic above, which caused the reversal in the beginning, which helped us catch those 2 days of sales. So that's what we're looking at with NAS. So we're just going to be watching to see what's going on there. Kind of similar situation with GU. We're looking at a possible re-entry for a sell, but yesterday price kind of did the same thing with GU. Basically canceled out the drop it did last week, right? We see 3 days straight price tanked. Yesterday price rejected and reversed. Same thing happened as 3 days straight price tanked. And, Monday and Tuesday price retraced back up. So I can try to flip back down and push back down below. So we're just going to watch. That's why I got these alerts here. Actually, right? So I'm alert up here because if it's this low, I'm going to look for a buy. And my alert down here because if it's below this low, I'm going to look for a sell. So that's the game plan for NAS right here. You see, you get stuff over to our support, which is a good sign. Let me know if the mic sounds good because I am looking away from my mic to look at my other computer. So I need to center my mic or adjust. Let me know. It sounds kind of okay. Yeah, let me know how it sounds like for y'all. this right now. Make sure to hit that first link in the description on the free signal, free Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last month and last quarter. Go ahead and hit that first link and check it out for yourselves. As far as how we're doing so far this week, we're 1-1, but we're still up for the week, and I can explain that by simple math, right? So yesterday we took this loss. GN, we was looking for a sell. I can actually pull it up on the big screen. No worries. All right, bet. We was looking for a sell, and funny enough, it's broken back below this level. So we went for this sell. As you can see, after the news events, very low volume, super wicky, and for hours attempting to hold this level as a resistance, but it failed to do so. Price rejected, hit stop loss, but as you can see, it didn't fly past stop loss. It didn't like shoot to the sky, shoot to the moon. It simply, again, was low volume, like I was talking to the members yesterday. It was no volume, as we can clearly see with the candlesticks. So price couldn't hold that level because, again, Monday price did a nice drop on the same level, and then Friday and Thursday, as we can see, price did a nice tank to the downside. And then when we go into the bigger time frames, we can clearly see that we're not in the uptrend. We have bearish momentum, but we just got caught, not really even in the retracement, just wasn't enough volume. Now look what we see here. We see price right back below this level, treating as resistance. So today we might see that volume to be the same that we saw happen Monday and possibly break past this level. So we're going to be watching GN to see what happens there. And then as far as Monday, what did we take Monday? Oh yeah, we took GBPJPY trade Monday. So let's pull that up. So that's how we did Monday. We took this sell Monday. This nice sell Monday, nice 1 to 5 risk reward ratio. We got 100 pips on that trade. So we're 1-1 for the week. But this was a 1 to 5 risk reward. So we're still up. So let me put a calculator up because this is easy with this. And I got some videos on YouTube breaking this down as well. But let's just bring up the handy dandy calculator. Because like I always tell the members and students, the easiest way to learn trading is to split it up into 3 sections. There's charts, the trading plan, and then simple math. That's literally all it comes down to. And of course, there's, you know, subcategories in between all that stuff. So we got the calculator, right? So let's say we was risking $500 per trade. And so with GA, that was 1 to 5. So we risked $500, 5 times 5. Let's pull that into the calculator. 5 times 5 is 500. Whoops. There we go. 2,500, 2,500 bucks. All right. Then with yesterday's trade, let's say I always say you want to risk the same amount every single trade. So if we follow those rules and risk 500 for this trade as well, we're still up for the week. Whoops. Let's try it again. Right? We didn't kill up. Literally, we didn't even kill half the profits we made yesterday on Monday. So that's why I always say you want to risk the same amount every single trade. You want to go for 1 to 2 to 1 to 3 minimum risk reward ratios. That way, because you're not going to win every trade, and we don't control the markets. I think we can all agree we don't control the markets. So that's why I always say you guys got to focus on what you do control. And what is that we control? We control when we enter a trade, we control when we exit a trade, and we control how much we risk per trade. You get what I'm saying? So new 5-minute just popped up. You guys got any questions? Drop in the chat. We're looking at any charts, drop in the chat. We're just chilling, patiently waiting right now. Again, we don't have any news events popping off today as far as red folder high impact news. So we're simply just waiting for volume and our confirmations to be met. Now it's going to be interesting what GJ does. Since it broke back above this low, unless it's just going to continue to do this for like the 50th fucking time, I think this time it is going to hold this low as support. It'll be nice to catch a nice move. Because again, as we can see here, every single time it's broken this level, it's rejected, but it's also failed to break past this level here to start the downtrend. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? At some point, it's going to have to. At some point, it's going to have to give, right? And it's even more exaggerated when we go into the daily time frame. We'll just see price just been stuck in this box right here. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok too, y'all. Y'all see it scrolling at the bottom of y'all screen. Instagram is playmaker_way. TikTok's _playmaker_way_. I post daily on both pages. Just posted something last night that I recommend y'all check out. New 15 just popped up. Let's see what we're working with. Yeah, I'm looking at GJ's looking. I'm looking at this looking right here. I got a new video dropping for y'all later on today, so be on the lookout for that. Dropped the video yesterday as well as Monday. Make sure to check those out. Playlists are up to date as well. We got a couple setups we're looking at right here. Got some work to do. I it's been really struggling to break this level here. But at some point, it's going to break through. And if we look at EJ, I like EJ a lot better than what EJ's looking like. I don't think it hit my alert. Yeah. The reason why I say I like this one better is because when we look at the market structure, what it did yesterday compared to GJ, it's already broken the high to the left, showing that the uptrend's back into play. But we could see price end up retracing again, which and EJ and GJ usually kind of follow as far as because again, if we look at strictly daily time frames, or on the daily, my bad. They basically did the same thing as far as yesterday is concerned, right? As far as market structure, they look completely different, right? And we was just talking about this with NAS100 and US30 yesterday. Those I was watching yesterday's live stream. So let's pull up US30 so we can talk about that. Well, it's a New Zealand and Australian bank holiday today, so keep that in mind if y'all do take any New Zealand or Australian currency pairs, trade-wise, I mean. Anybody know what the holiday is or is out there? Let me know. So I do not know. All right. So remember, when we look at NAS and USD, they look similar right now. But if we compare what they did last Thursday and Friday compared to what US30 did last Thursday and Friday, we see completely two different things, right? But what do we see? We see NAS kind of catching up because if we just look at the market structure, right? This is the same thing NAS is looking like. Right, we have a nice pivot. It's reversing back up. So that's the only thing about GJ and EJ, and plus they have range and lot. So I was like, until volume kicks in, they could be trying to still play pinball and stuff. I still like these two for buy positions. Or just when I allows US30, that's fine. It's not actually. Expecting this level of support. It's going to have to break this level here. It did do a nice push up yesterday after the New York news. By the way, I just dropped a new video yesterday going over how to trade news. Make sure to check that one out. Yeah. We can see air price just kind of trying to figure it out. Still respecting that support, which is a good sign. But again, it's been a really struggle. This is the highest price it's been. It hasn't been this high since the what you call it. Ooh, come on, slow down. There we go. My thing lagging on me. There we go. Since the 10th, right? Because we went for this buy on the 10th right here, hit this level, and then when a news event popped off on the 10th, we had a news event on the 10th at I think 8:30, as you can see here. That caused price to reject back down, and ever since that news event, that's when price has been trying to figure its life out, right? Because prior to that, we had some nice buys. You know, it was catching the nice buys. Price failed to hold as low as resistance. So after that, we went back for buys. And you can see ever since then, price has been respecting this low as support, but it's been struggling, as we can see here to hold or expect this level as support, which is what we're looking for today. Did a pretty good job yesterday after the New York news event. It didn't reject it during Tokyo session. It did try to break this level during Tokyo session and slowly retrace back down. As far as respecting this level, we saw the retest right here during the London session live. We see price literally just went back to green. So I do like this. We're gonna see what this next 15 looks like, because we got a new 15 popping up in about 1 minute. You guys got any questions? Drop them in the chat. We're looking at your charts. Drop them in the chat. We're just chilling, patiently waiting right now. Make sure to hit that first link in the description. Join a free signal for Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last month and last quarter. Go ahead and hit that first link and check it out for yourselves. As far as how we're doing this month so far, we're 1-1 this week. We went 4-1 last week, giving us an 80% win rate, caught 47,291 pips. Then the week before that, we went 6-0, catching 263 pips. And that's how we're doing so far this month. As far as how we're doing so far this year, go to April 4th, you'll see how we did last month and for the quarter overall. So last month, we went 16-3, catching 49,783 pips, giving us a 84% win rate. And how we did February went 17-1, catching a total of 24,403 pips. There's a 90-something% win rate. And then January we went 20-0, catching 37,620 pips, gives a 100% win rate, catching a total of 111,806 pips for the quarter. Ending the quarter 53-4, gives a 93% win rate. So that's how we're doing so far this year, y'all. You can see this by scrolling to April 4th. First link in the description. You click right here, it's going to take you to how we, at the beginning of the year. This is how we ended last year. 76-7, gives 96% win rate again for the quarter, catching 240,157 pips. All wins and losses are posted. Recap the days posted at the end of every day. Screenshots of positions, student results, testimonials, screenshots, signals, all that good stuff. And at the beginning of the week, we dropped the Sunday chart analysis, going over not just what I see price doing for the day going into Monday, but what I see price doing the entire week. So make sure to check that out. Make sure to watch this week's Sunday chart analysis as well. A lot of charts went as projected so far. We did have some retracements take place yesterday, but make sure to check that out still. My new 15 just popped up. So we see GJ pushing back down. So let's see if GU is about to try to break this level. Which looks like it might try to. Let's see what this other charts are looking like. We got alerts on everything else, so I'm not really too concerned about now US30. Let's see what these other charts are looking like. Out of curiosity. Looks like GM about to try to do that move. Oh, that's what I was supposed to do. I knew I was missing one. Let me let the members know we just broke back below this little bit. Let me see this really quick. Make sure to like the live, y'all. If you're not subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. We don't just live stream every day, but we also post weekly content from trade breakdowns, trading tip videos, trading plan videos, all that good stuff. Make sure to check out the playlist. The playlists are up to date. Got a new video dropping for y'all later on today as well. I think it just went back down to 1 second. All right, cool. That's telling me GJ is touching that level again. So like I said, it could try to retrace back down to here. So it makes sense for either's case. But it has a strong support level here, so it's going to be interesting. It'll be interesting. Let's see if you can break back below this level as well. So there's a few things we can see here. Again, you see in real time how price literally is reacting to these levels, which is again why we're waiting for price to see if we can hold underneath this level, but why we always trade and exit off of these levels. Right. We also see some similar things happening with GJ, where GJ is still holding and respect this level as a support. Remember, excuse me, this just was a red candlestick, now it's back green. So again, it's showing a good signs, just lack of volume as of right now. And then we see GN pushing back down. So I let the members know. Again, this is a trade we took yesterday. We took a loss on it. And now it's broken back below. So I let the members know. I said, hey, we're back below this level. Let's see if we can hold it as resistance this time. Because yesterday, again, we took this sell. I'm not going to show the signal. We took this sell, and I explained to her, like, no volume after news and after hours of trying price in the rejected level for AED news tonight. That's a typo. I don't know how my iPhone got the word got and changed it to for, but I was supposed to say got AED news. And New Zealand AUD holidays tomorrow. We're watching the JPY pairs for possible setups. So that's what price was looking like when market after markets closed for the day. Again, we see we posted that when markets reopened. Now we see price right back below this level here. And this was me explaining to them what time about the AUD news. Let them know we had it. Again, I just dropped the video yesterday going over how to trade news. If you haven't checked it out yet, make sure to check it out. And I just sent a message to them, letting them know about what's going on with these charts, as well as GN just broke back below the middle zone. Let's see if we can hold it this time. So we're about to see if it's going to do the move we was going for yesterday. See if we can make our money back on that trade. And then we're still, again, looking at possible GJ buys and possible GU sell. We're just waiting on our confirmations right now. You guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. We're looking at your charts, drop them in the chat. Shout out everybody in the live. Make sure to like the live. Make sure to subscribe. And make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok too, y'all. Got a new hour and 5 minute about to pop up. G is pushing nicely. We'll see if G can break this level. All right, through 5 minutes, 15 just popped up. So those that joined late, again, we're looking at possible DJ buys, and we're looking at possible GU sells. If GU can break and hold 24.25 as a resistance, we can see sells go down to 23.90 and then possibly back down to 23.55, 23.50. And if GJ can hold 192.50 as support, we can look for buys going back to 193. But we're going to need to see 193 get broken and held as support for it to continue up to 193.40 for the uptrend and a new higher high possibly get made. We got Australian and New Zealand holidays today. And yeah, that's pretty much it, y'all. Make sure to catch us to the videos. I dropped one yesterday and Monday. I got another one dropping later on today at the beginning of New York. Members, y'all, you know, in a few hours, I'll be out that New York price watch list for y'all. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Y'all see it scrolling at the bottom of y'all screens. Instagram is playmaker_way. TikTok's _playmakerway_. Post daily on both pages. You can contact me directly on Instagram as well, or Telegram. Make sure you hit that first link in the description on the free signal for Telegram. That way you're notified always for my Sunday chart analysis. The new videos are dropped, as well as other things. And yeah, we're going to be back at the same time tomorrow. London session 3 a.m. EST.